Yo! What's good, y'all? How is everybody? I know I have not been on YouTube in like 3 months, but I've just been prioritizing other things, and I just wanted to get on here to upload this video, talk about my eyebrow story, my eyebrow journey. I get a bunch of you guys that like want to know how I do my eyebrows and a step-by-step tutorial look. So if you keep watching, you'll watch a step-by-step. I'll share some tips and tricks as to how to achieve an eyebrow like this, and just kind of more realistically, like it just kind of depends on the way that your eyebrow grows, on the thickness of your hair. But before I get into that, you guys, I'm gonna share my eyebrow story and the reasons why I changed throughout the years, and I'm gonna show you guys some pictures too. Just wait for it. So my eyebrow journey started when I was 15 years old. Okay, so you know I'm Mexican. In the Mexican culture, we have the quinceañeras and the pictures and the makeup and this and that and that. My family's not super Mexican, so I didn't have a big old quinceañera. Honestly, I didn't even want one, but my mom still wanted us to go take pictures, right? Well, the lady at the salon, when we booked our appointment, she's like, make sure that you wax your eyebrows before coming. Well, I didn't do it because I'm lazy, and I'm like, she could just do it. And it turned out to be the worst mistake of my life. I get there and she's like, ay, mija, you didn't do your eyebrows. And I'm like, I know, I'm so sorry, I was busy. I think I was like playing sports and all this kind of stuff, so I didn't have time. But she's like, it's okay, mija, I'll do them for you. I'm like, okay, cool. So when I go to lay down so she could do my eyebrows, immediately I knew she was gonna mess me all the way up. I could feel her put hot wax on the middle of my eyebrow, and I'm like, oh my God, she legit is gonna wax my whole eyebrow off. Girl, when I got up to look at my eyebrows were gone. Like most of my eyebrows were gone, and I'm like, so I'm looking at my mom, and my mom's just laughing, and she's like, ya ves? That's what you get, ya ves? She told you. And I'm like, you know what, screw it, whatever. So then she goes on to do my makeup. Tell me why I saw her pull out a black eyeliner for my eyebrows. I was like, yo, what is she doing? This is what she did to me. I'm gonna show you guys a picture. Watch. She gave me the Sharpie eyebrows. Yo, I was like, oh my God. And when I got up, I'm like, Mom, do you see this? And my mom's just laughing at me saying, ni modo, that's what you get, ni modo. And I'm like, oh my God. So y'all saw how horrible those eyebrows were. I learned my lesson. Ever since then, I've never, ever let anybody touch my eyebrows, ever. I don't think I had anybody wax my eyebrows since I was 15 years old, and I'm 22 now, so that's like 7 years. Anyways, I learned how to do my own eyebrows. I went to school, I got certified, yada yada, but definitely traumatizing, and I wanted to share that with you guys. So then after I started getting into makeup, my eyebrow turned into like a real thick eyebrow, like a real thick and dark eyebrow, and then all of a sudden everybody started using concealer. So I had the halo eyebrow, and I remember when I was 18, I started at MAC Cosmetics, and my manager was always like, girl, you need to smile a little bit more and this and that, and I'm like, do I look like a mean person? Like, I know I'm pretty and I can come off as very intimidating to women and to men, but you know what? I changed my eyebrows up, honestly. The main reason why I started to do this type of eyebrow, like something softer, more natural, because eyebrows are important. Eyebrows shape the face. And I've had some pretty jacked up eyebrows. I think I have a picture where I used to have them really thin, and then I did the halo eyebrow. So I'll show it next. You see, so I've been through it with my eyebrows. But one of the main reasons where I was like, I need to change it up. Like, I need a softer look because I felt like I looked just way too mean. And I had major RBF. And so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just change it up and do something soft and natural. And so that's when the whole like bushy brow started trending and this and that. And then I just started like, you know, I didn't have time to like carve the brow out, and I'm all about time. The faster I get it done, the better. So then I started doing this, and I got a bunch of like compliments like, I love how you do your brows. And my cousin Randy played a big factor in me with changing my eyebrows, because he would just be like, no, don't do that. Don't do that to your eyebrows. That's too much. And when I started doing this, he's like, girl, I love that so much better. So I'm like, you know what? I do even me like it so much better. And I do remember that one of the other reasons why I decided to change my eyebrows, to give me a softer look, a nicer look, because everybody always thought I was mad all the time, and I don't blame them, because with brows like that, I probably did look mad all the time. But when I would go out, nobody would come talk to me. No guys would come talk to me, like, you know, and granted, I know I'm like intimidating and yada yada, whatever, but I remember like, man, I just need to change up my brows. I feel like I look too mean. Nobody talks to me. No guys come up to me. That's not who I am. Like, I'm really cool. I'm really chill. So that played a factor in why I changed my eyebrows. Did it work? No. Still, guys still do not come talk to me, but it's okay, because you know what? If you're just that insecure, you're that intimidated, then you better off just not talking to me at all. Like, I love a confident man who knows who he is and is grounded with faith and all the other things, yada yada. But anyways, that is my brow story, and I just wanted to share that with you guys. If you keep watching, you'll get a step-by-step tutorial, but this is kind of like the finished look. Did my makeup real quick because I'm about to bounce and go to work. Anyways, I wish you all the best. I hope and pray that you guys have been doing amazing. And yeah, we'll see when I decide to create another YouTube video. Maybe next week, 2 weeks from now, a month. I don't know, guys. But I love y'all, and follow me on IG at GoldLuxK. See y'all later. This is a highly requested video, and after sharing that traumatizing story, like, I just felt like it was necessary for y'all to know my eyebrow story and my eyebrow journey and how far I've come. Literally, I'm so proud of myself. But first comes first. Y'all know why I just don't trust anybody to touch my eyebrows. I have trust issues with my eyebrows. You can cut my hair off, I don't care, but my eyebrows, nah, don't touch them. And y'all know why. Anyways, it's all good. I have a wax machine. I've had it for years, so I've kind of just, I know how to do that. I mean, I'm licensed in doing that, and I learned, but I just wax my own brows now, and I do my own brows. So my brows need a little bit of waxing, as you all can tell. So I'm gonna walk you guys through step by step how I wax my eyebrows, and then on the next whatever, I will show you guys how I do my eyebrows. First, before you want to start waxing, you want to hydrate your skin. I'm not waxing my whole face, but I literally just got out of the shower, so I feel like really dry. But even like the eyebrow area, keep it moisturized. Because if you're really dry and you put wax on really dry skin, girl, your whole skin, the first top layer is gonna come off. You're gonna have cuts and scars, and you really don't want that. Of course, don't like over moisturize. I always kind of just like wipe it off a little bit, but just make sure it's like somewhat hydrated. I'll take this stick, I'll cut it in half because it's too big. I would probably use this for like my mustache. I'll cut it in half. Before I start to wax, I do trim my eyebrows. My hairs, you know, I'm Latina, and you know, we just hairy. My like, You know, I'm glad I have like, you know, good genetics and my hair grows fast and stuff, but sometimes it's too much. Like I literally have to wax my mustache once a week. So it's just too much sometimes. But, and I got a hairy face and everything. I've embraced it. I love it. Cool, whatever. I used to get laser hair treatment, but it was just too much. And I'm just not about that. Anyways, so I literally have to trim a lot more often than I wax just because my hairs get wild. And I love to put brow gel on my eyebrows like every single day. But as you guys can see, like you see these hairs, some of them just grow wild, like super long. So I comb them up to the natural flow, and whatever is like outside of where my brow outline is, I'll trim it. So sometimes I get carried away with the trimming, which is okay just because, you know, I finesse with the makeup. But then I trim downwards like this. And anything that you feel like is too long, just trim it. Just keep trimming. I like to make sure that this front part is good. Okay, so that's step 1, trim. It's very important. Step 2, onto the waxing. You always want to apply wax to the natural flow and then pull opposite. So let me get my wax strips ready. These, I think I bought them at like a beauty supply store back home, but they're like these big old strips, and I just cut them into little pieces for my eyebrows and my mustache. Okay, so can you guys see, you know, like I'm kind of hairy, but you all see like my eyebrow hairs, and this is also important for when I do show you guys how I style my hair. My eyebrows hairs naturally just kind of grow that way. So I'll just comb up my hairs. I'll take my cut up thingy-majig. And then what I'll do is start up here and just create my outline. You never, ever, especially if you're using honey wax, put wax on the same area twice. That's why I just kind of do it all at once. So that way I don't have to go back. So just like that. Then I'm gonna put this just like on the first half right there. You wanna hold the skin so it doesn't hurt that bad, and then pull. I got some hairs out there, and then I'll turn it around and use that back side. One time on Snapchat, I was like showing everybody that I was waxing my eyebrows, and I forgot to turn the piece around. So I literally took off this whole front part of my eyebrow. It was like freaking embarrassing. But I showed everybody and they were just laughing at me. So then hold the skin down and then pull. So bam, it got the hairs out. I'll take a clean strip and just kind of just remove whatever stayed there. I usually down here, I don't get it like too up high or clean just because of the way that I style my brows. I kind of like it to look more natural and not anything like too sharp. I also do the top part. So the top part is all about just kind of like getting a really straight line. And y'all see that I'm like literally hairy. I have like hair everywhere. Also, just FYI, like if you guys break out in little hives, because I do after I wax, you guys are probably allergic to the type of wax. So if you're going to somebody that's professional and you keep breaking out, you gotta let them know so they can try another type of wax. So same thing. And then just kind of like hold it a little bit, pull it, and then la unibrow también. We can't forget about the unibrow because I know some of y'all be getting really bad unibrows. So like right here, my hairs grow upward, so that means you want to apply the wax upward. So I just apply it everywhere. See, así nomás, and then just press it like that. And don't be scared, like you hesitate, the more you hesitate, the more pain it'll be. So after that, that's basically all that I do. I apply some more moisturizer. This one is Ahava Time to Hydrate. I think I took this for my sister accidentally. Sorry, sis. So after that, you see, like now I have more of a shape. So also, if y'all wanted to, you could just take a shaver and just kind of like clean it up. And then I'll usually like just shave up here. That way there isn't like a super crazy line. But yeah, so that's how I maintain and wax my own brows. In the next slide, I will show you all how I do my eyebrows. Side note, okay guys, first and foremost, before I start my makeup application, I'm gonna show you guys what I do first. Like the first thing I do ever. I always do eyeshadow first. When I do makeup on people, I do this first. This is the key to making your eyebrows look fresh, cleaned up, like you just got to wax. And for the sake of time, I'm all about timing. The faster I get it done, the better. So I found it easier and faster for me to just leave brows to the end. So before I start, I'm going to show you guys real quick just what I do. So using the new Morphe Concealer in C165, I apply with my brush, and then I'll take my Morphe 224 concealer. This is a fairly new brush, but it's amazing. I also use concealer as my base and primer for eyeshadow application. But this is where it's like super important. So I'm just outlining my eyebrow. Kind of just like cleaning it up just like that. You have to be careful because sometimes if you use too much product, it'll kind of create like a really harsh line, and you don't want like a super harsh line. And then I will just blend everything downward up in here, and then I'll take a fluffy brush like this. This is a Jaclyn Hill JH08 brush, just to kind of blend out this for a better eyeshadow application. And you guys will, once I get to the end of the video, I'm gonna do my makeup real quick. You guys will start to understand why I do that. But even doing that like that, some days on my lazy days, I don't wear anything on my brows except clear brow gel. And with the clear brow gel, I will just brush my hairs like that. And I'm good, I'm ready to go. But yeah, it's just a tip and trick, and I just want to show you guys real quick before I start my makeup. All right, so just a quick 15-minute makeup look for work because I wanted to make sure that I got in all the clips that I needed to for this video. One of my biggest pet peeves, yeah, I cut my lip putting my lipstick on. My lips was dry as hell. One of my biggest pet peeves when it comes to makeup is when people don't wipe like the extra makeup off of their eyebrows, off of their lashes, and I always have to get like in here because I have nose hairs and it's just not cool. Like when people have makeup on their hair right here, I just don't like how it looks. I never liked it, and I always like feel like I need to take a makeup wipe and wipe it off for them, but that would kind of be weird. My lip putting on lipstick, so make sure you know you guys are hydrating because my lips were really dry. First and foremost, clear brow gel. Everybody needs to own one of these in their lives. And if you want to achieve the same eyebrow look that I do, clear brow gel is going to be your best friend. Morphe's brow gel is only like $5 and legit, it's been the best eyebrow gel I've ever used in my life. I've tried the Anastasia one, I've tried another one, I've tried the MAC one. This one like really does its job. So the first thing I do is brush my brow hairs up like this, right? This would be, I don't do this on my clients just because it's extremely difficult and it takes up too much time. Also, the hair on the eyebrow has to be thin, so I have thin hair. I have a full eyebrow. I recommend, if this is a type of eyebrow look you want to keep doing, grow out your brows. Let them grow out, be a hairy canary for 2-3 months. That way you can really start just getting into the areas. Some people I've heard use castor oil, like this side of my eyebrow is like more sparse right here compared to this side. But yeah, this is not intended for like everybody to do. It is achievable, but you just kind of have to realize what you got and make it work with what you have. But yeah, so those are like one things I've noticed when it comes to achieving a look like this is you need to have thin brow hair and you have to let it grow out before you can start shaping it. So anyways, once we get the clear brow gel on, I'm using the Jeffree Star eyebrow pencil just because he raved about this pencil. It is super duper thin, and that is amazing because I like to create like hair-like strokes. I'm using my Tarte brow mousse, rich brow mousse, I don't know what, in rich brown. I've had this for like over a year. It's like my holy grail. I just don't really buy makeup, so I'm like, this is what I have and I'm gonna make it work. So I'm just kind of getting it on my brush. What I do every single time I do eyebrows is I'll put some right here because that'll kind of make the brush a little thinner. So you switch it from side to side and it'll get the product in there. But sometimes like y'all just grab product and it doesn't, the tip of the brush is very thick with a bunch of product and it's hard for you to create a hair-like stroke. Next, what I do, let me zoom in, is I follow the natural flow of my hairs. So right here, they're going out. You can't like think about it too much either, just because it's just something that's natural. So just like that. Sometimes I won't like stick with the guideline. I'll go a little bit farther and I'll, depending like if I haven't waxed my brows in a bit and I have a bunch of hairs there, I will like drag the hair to that area. And I follow this basically all the way into the front area. You want your brow to look more natural, so I always tell people like don't really apply it, like if you're like have full hair, don't really apply it in the front because you want it to look more natural. Me, I'm like really full right here, a little sparse right here, and sparse at the end. So that's gonna be my main focus. But just like that. So you really gotta focus on the flick of the wrist, you know, flick of the wrist. And then the main thing where the tip is doing this. That'll give you a very thin stroke. Doing brows like this literally only takes me like a minute and a half, like 30 seconds. I'm gonna show you guys the other side. So here it looks really full. Here I have to apply more like in this area. So I'll start off like here. And I'm always constantly kind of like going back on here to make sure the brush stays as thin as possible. I still have wax right here. And right here. So you see how like I'm evening it out right there? And bam, those are the brows. Okay. Well, that was it for my little step-by-step tutorial. Y'all got to hear my little brow story and, you know, my reasons for that. You guys got to see the revolution of my eyebrows. Guys, eyebrows are important. Like I mentioned in the beginning, eyebrows is what really shapes the face. So find and figure out ways, try new things. It's all about trial and error in life, in makeup, in creating, and doing whatever you want to do. So find what best works for you. And you know what? If you like the strong brow, if you like the halo eyebrow, you rock it and you own it. My saying is, wear the crown, own the crown, rock the crown. So you already know. I hope you guys have an amazing day, amazing month, amazing year. I don't know what I'm gonna post next. Hopefully not in a year. But I'm just over here getting my things together, and I love you guys, and I hope y'all have a good one. Peace and blessings. Mwah.